Hi, welcome to another Firefox DevTools demo. Today we're going to have a look at this demo here on CodePen by Paul Sullivan, which I think is pretty cool because at first sight you don't really understand that this is actually CSS only and HTML going on because of the blurry effect. But let's take a look at that together and let's see how this is actually done. So just gonna show only these frames so it's easier to debug. I'm going to bring the DevTools here. Okay, this is a little bit slow, probably because of the blur effect that is going on, which is maybe not that well optimized yet in Firefox. We'll take a look at that. So we have 4 elements, top level elements, which I think, or I guess, correspond to one of these, each of these cubes here, sort of cubes rotating here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to hide 3 of them to only keep 1. And now we see a little bit clearer what's going on. So these are indeed 3D cubes, except that each of the faces are actually seem to be a circle. So we're going to open the cube here. First let's take a look at the animation running on that cube element here. So there's an animation here that is set to rotate in 3D the shape, so we can easily get rid of that if we want to. Let's go back up, click that checkbox. Well, I think my computer is dying on me right now. Okay, so we've stopped the rotation. We only see one face of the cube right now. If we look inside the cube, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 faces as expected, 1 per side. Each of them is rotated correctly so that it actually faces in the right direction. So there's a CSS 3D transform again just to do that. And we have here a new filter, blur 5 pixels. If we remove that, it's already, there's still some kind of blurry effect going on, so that not all of it is just done by the blur, but some of it was. And so this is a relatively new CSS property in Firefox. It also is supported in Chrome, I believe. So it's pretty nice. There are multiple values you can have here. You can do things like sepia, black and white. You can rotate the colors. Okay, border radius. Okay, make it brown. There's an animation running here which is named glow. Okay, so I understand. So what's doing this sort of blurry effect here is just that there's an animation running that is actually creating a box shadow. If we take this value, we remove the animation and instead we put the box shadow right here on the element itself, so that the element, the animation doesn't run anymore and the box shadow is always there basically. Then we see a little bit clearly what's going on. Let's go back and put the animation back and run. Alright, that's pretty nice. We could also do something like remove the box shadow altogether and add a border just to see the cube here. And put the other cubes back in the page, and there we see the animation running. So it's a pretty simple set of elements using some smart 3D transforms to make them look as cubes. The important thing to remember when you want to do 3D transformation, if you want it to actually look like 3D, you have to put on the parent element transform style preserve 3D. Otherwise that's not going to look very good, as you can see. And yeah, so just using box shadow to make it look nicer, like here. Just gonna remove my things.